So the previous Screen Rant articles covering his comments from the Toronto International Film Festival continues, and they talk about, will Dune 3 be Denis Villeneuve's next movie? So that was like the most heavy speculation, I guess, in regards to his film slate, because he has so many projects that he's connected to right now. This article actually goes into that. Villeneuve's most recent commentary surrounding Dune 3 comes after Warner Brothers recently confirmed its release date. Dune Part 3, which will be an adaptation of Frank Herbert's 1969 sequel book, Dune Messiah, now has a release date of December 18th, 2026. This is a strategically wise release date, as it puts Dune 3 releasing right before Christmas and in the height of award season. That's the release date that they're holding, and they did say that it is a Denis Villeneuve event film with Legendary, so it's definitely that. If the script isn't even finished by now, they're still expecting it to be released in 2 years, I guess. They could do that. Denis Villeneuve is he plans ahead. He likes to have all his ducks in a row before fully committing and investing in a project, so I think once filming does roll, it won't take long, because maybe like 5 or 6 months, I think, of filming. And I think they're probably going to still use a lot of the sets and costumes, and there's definitely going to be a lot of new things that they're going to be building. But I think it'll be a good place to start. So I think they still could bake it. And again, I don't know, maybe there's just some finishing touches with the script. I wish that Eric Roth would be brought back to work, because he worked on Dune Part 1 as the screenplay writer, but he wasn't attached for Dune Part 2. And I could tell, I kind of missed that. I feel like with him on board, it was more faithful. Because I feel like John Spates, every time I hear about his contributions, it was basically just, it was my idea to gender swap Liet Kynes. I think it was his idea too, to possibly have Shishakli as a greater role and other things. When I hear about his contributions, like, I wish Eric Roth was back. Just to have his input, I think would help to be more faithful. Because I feel like Dune Part 1 was definitely more faithful in its execution. And there were just some very significant changes. Of course, the compression of the timeline also contributed. It would make me feel happy if he collaborated again for Dune Messiah. He's collaborating still with Denis Villeneuve on another project, so I don't know why they didn't want to continue have him on the Dune franchise. So it talks about, with the news of Dune 3 release date came the rumor that this return to Arrakis would be Villeneuve's next movie. If accurate, this would contradict previous reports on Villeneuve's career plans. In April 2024, it was reported that Villeneuve's next film after Dune Part 2 would be a film adaptation of Annie Jacobsen's novel Nuclear War: A Scenario. I don't recall that ever being a rumor, because it was just freshly announced and there was never any movement as far as the script goes. It literally was just an announcement of their collaboration with Legendary doing the adaptation. And apart from that, there's been no movement on the script. So I don't know why they thought that would be his next movie when there were other projects that were further along in their development. So yeah, I don't know why Screen Rant's reporting on that. But there was a lot of conflicting reports. Again, his film slate is so packed with projects. Like Rendezvous with Rama, he was attached very long time to direct that adaptation. So it seems that Dune 3 will still be his next project, but again, like, Denis Villeneuve is so tight-lipped about things, so we'll just have to wait and see. But as far as like projects that are further along in pre-production, I would say it's Dune Messiah probably, if there's at least close to a finished script. And I think at this point, he could still do it, and he could still film it with it being released in December 2026. So I think he could still make that. But we'll see. As time progresses, I think we'll know for sure whether or not it's going to be his next project, whether or not he'd be able to make that release date.